team the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. Here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 38, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Watson. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I'd make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A man who missed all of 2021. This is J.K. Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know that you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Watson. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Ravens sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go play action with Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. From the red end zone now. They'll look to throw. He'll find Bateman once more. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Again, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Watson hook it up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Out of the gun, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback. That was awfully close. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Julian Blackmon bringing him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Watson now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. He'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
2nd down and goal. Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Eckler. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Jackson now. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd down at 5. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's got room. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. The Browns drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's going to go out of of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. KJ Hamler. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from long, very long range. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner. So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we
taking it right down Broadway. The 20, 10, 5, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those